The sun claws its way over the horizon. It paints the vast, empty plains in shades of orange and red. This is a world untouched by modern hands, a world raw, brutal, and breathtakingly beautiful. Imagine waking up not to an alarm clock, but to the distant roar of a saber-toothed cat. Your bed isn't soft, it's cold, hard earth. Your first thought isn't about your daily commute, it's about survival. This is the Stone Age. It's a relentless test of will, a daily battle for existence where every single decision, every rustle in the grass, could mean the difference between life and death. You have to be alert, you have to be strong, and you have to be smart. Every day is a new challenge. Every sunrise brings with it the gnawing pang of hunger and the constant threat of danger. There are no supermarkets here, no running water, no police to call for help. You are on your own, armed with only your wits and your hands and the primitive tools you have painstakingly crafted. Your camp is your temporary anchor in a world of constant motion. It is not a permanent home. It is a base of operations, a place of relative safety where your clan can rest, share food, and prepare for the next journey. We would set up camp in a strategic location, a place with a good vantage point to spot both game and danger. It needed to be close to a source of fresh water, a non-negotiable for survival. Life is lived in the open, under the vast watchful sky. The camp is a hive of activity. While the hunters are out, others are busy with essential tasks. Elders with their lifetimes of experience teach the young how to knap flint, turning dull stones into razor-sharp tools. They show them which plants are safe to eat and which are deadly poison. Women are often the primary foragers, gathering berries, nuts, and edible roots. They also tend to the children, prepare hides for clothing, and keep the precious fire alive. Every person has a role, every job is crucial for the collective survival of the group. There is no room for passengers here. Everyone must pull their weight. But you can never stay in one place for too long. The land provides, but its resources are finite. The herds of bison or mammoth we rely on are always on the move, following the seasons and the growth of fresh pastures. We must follow them. When the local supply of edible plants runs thin or the firewood becomes scarce, it is time to pack up and leave. This nomadic lifestyle is not a choice, it is a necessity dictated by the rhythms of nature. The hunt is the ultimate test of courage, skill, and teamwork. It is a high-stakes gamble that can mean the difference between feasting and starvation. We are not the strongest or fastest creatures on the plains. A woolly mammoth could crush us without a second thought. A charging bison is a force of nature, so we cannot rely on brute strength. We must rely on our intelligence, our strategy, and our superior tools. The hunt begins long before we ever see our prey. It begins with careful planning, with reading the tracks, and with understanding the behavior of the animal we seek. It is a deadly chess match. Our primary weapons are spears. We craft them with care, sharpening flint or bone into deadly points and securing them to long, straight shafts of wood. A well-thrown spear, delivered with force and accuracy, can bring down even large game. But getting close enough is the real challenge. We use stealth and cunning, moving silently through the tall grass, using the wind to carry our scent away from our quarry. Often the entire hunting party works together. Some of us might create a distraction, while others lie in ambush waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Communication is key, done through silent hand signals and gestures. One of our most effective strategies is the ambush. We might drive a herd of wild horses or bison towards a cliff edge or into a narrow ravine where they are trapped. This is where chaos and coordination meet. The air fills with the thunder of hooves and the desperate cries of the animals. It is a moment of extreme danger. A panicked animal is unpredictable and incredibly powerful. We must be quick, decisive, and brave. A single mistake, a moment of hesitation could result in serious injury or death for one of the hunters. The risk is immense, but the reward is the survival of our clan. While the hunters chase big game, the rest of the clan is engaged in a different kind of hunt. A hunt for the treasures hidden within the earth itself. Foraging is just as vital as hunting. Meat is a fantastic source of energy, but it's unreliable. A hunt can fail, the herds can move on, but the plants are always there, if you know where to look. This knowledge is a library of survival, passed down from mother to daughter, from elder to child. You learn to identify the broad leaves of a wild turnip, or the telltale vine that leads to a starchy yam buried deep underground. This is our daily bread, our guarantee against starvation. Finding these hidden resources requires a keen eye and a deep understanding of the local environment. We use digging sticks, simple but effective tools made from hardened wood, to pry nutritious roots and tubers from the hard soil. It's tough work, often requiring hours of digging under the hot sun. We also gather nuts, berries, and seeds when they are in season. We learn to recognize the signs of ripeness and, crucially, which plants are poisonous. A single mistake in identification can lead to sickness or even death for the entire clan. This knowledge is our shield against the hidden dangers of the plant world. Water is life. It is the single most important resource, and our entire existence revolves around it. We are always aware of the nearest stream, river, or spring. In dry seasons, finding water becomes a desperate search. We learn to read the landscape for clues. We follow animal tracks, knowing they will eventually lead to a water source. Survival in the Stone Age isn't just about finding food, it's about not becoming food yourself. The world is filled with powerful predators and, well, we are on their menu. At night, the darkness comes alive with unseen threats. The roar of a cave lion, the howl of a pack of dire wolves, or the silent tread of a saber-toothed cat are constant reminders of our vulnerability. We are not the apex predators here. We're part of a complex and dangerous food web. Our intelligence and our ability to work together are, honestly, our only true defenses against the claws and teeth that haunt the shadows of the prehistoric night. Our greatest weapon against the night is fire. A roaring bonfire is a beacon of safety, a magical circle of light and warmth that keeps the darkness at bay. Predators, even the largest and most ferocious, have a natural fear of flames. The fire is our shield. We keep it burning all through the night, taking turns to stand guard. Our camp location is our first line of defense. We choose our sites carefully, using the natural landscape to our advantage. A cave offers excellent protection. A camp with its back to a sheer cliff face eliminates one direction from which an attack can come. We might even build simple defensive barriers using thorny bushes or sharpened stakes to create a perimeter around our camp. When a predator is bold enough to challenge our defenses, we must stand and fight. We do not fight alone, we fight as one. A coordinated defense with every able-bodied member of the clan wielding a spear or a heavy club can drive off even the most determined attacker. We shout, we wave flaming torches, and we present a wall of sharp spear points. We make ourselves look bigger and more formidable than we are. This is a battle of nerve as much as of strength. It is our unity, our courage, and our burning fire that allow us to survive the night and greet the safety of the dawn. A good cave is more than just a shelter. It is a fortress, a home, a sanctuary. Finding the right cave can change everything for a clan, offering a level of security and stability that is impossible to achieve in an open camp. The search for a suitable cave is a constant preoccupation. We look for one that is dry, south-facing to catch the warmth of the sun, and large enough to house our entire group. Crucially, it must have a defensible entrance, a single choke point that we can guard effectively. A cave with multiple entrances is a death trap, offering too many avenues for predators to sneak in. Once we claim a cave, we make it our own. The first and most important feature is the hearth. The fire is positioned near the entrance, where its smoke can escape and its light can deter intruders. The area around the fire becomes the living space, the social hub of the cave. Deeper inside, in the darker, more protected recesses, we create our sleeping areas. This separation of space from the public area at the front to the private sleeping quarters at the back is the beginning of what we might call a home. The cave is also our workshop and our art gallery. The consistent light from the fire allows us to work on our tools and weapons long after the sun has set. We can knap flint, carve bone, and stitch hides in relative comfort and safety, but it is more than just a place of work. The walls of the cave become our canvas. Using charcoal from the fire and pigments made from ground-up minerals like ochre and manganese, we paint. We paint the animals we hunt, the powerful bison, the graceful deer, the colossal mammoth. These are not just decorations, they are stories, hunting magic, and a record of our lives. Living in a cave provides a sense of permanence. While we may still need to leave to follow the herds, the cave is a secure base to return to. We can store dried meat and other supplies knowing they will be safe from scavengers. It allows our clan to grow, to build a more complex social life, and to develop our skills and culture. The cave is a symbol of our ingenuity. It represents our ability to take a feature of the natural landscape and adapt it to our needs, transforming a dark, empty space into a place of warmth, safety, and community. It is our first true home. In this brutal world, you do not survive alone. An individual is weak, an easy meal for a predator or a victim of the elements. But a group, a clan, is a force to be reckoned with. Our greatest strength is not our spears or our stone axes, it is each other. Teamwork is the invisible thread that weaves our lives together, turning a collection of vulnerable individuals into a powerful and resilient unit. From the moment we are born, we learn that our survival depends entirely on the people around us. Cooperation is not a choice, it is the fundamental law of our existence. This principle is most obvious in the hunt. No single hunter, no matter how skilled, could hope to bring down a woolly mammoth. It requires a coordinated effort, with each person playing a specific role. Some create diversions, others drive the beast, and the spearmen move in for the final attack. This intricate dance of cooperation requires trust, communication, and a shared goal. When the hunt is successful, the reward is shared by everyone. The hunter who made the kill does not claim the prize for himself. The meat is brought back to camp and distributed among every member of the clan, from the youngest child to the oldest elder. Sharing is the bedrock of our society. It ensures that everyone is provided for, even those who are too young, too old, or too sick to contribute to the hunt or the foraging. If a hunter is injured, the clan cares for him until he is strong again. If a mother is busy with a newborn, others will help her gather food. This system of mutual support acts as a safety net, protecting the group from the inevitable hardships of life. It builds strong social bonds and a sense of collective responsibility. My survival is your survival, and your survival is mine. We are all in this together. Teamwork extends to every aspect of our lives. We work together to defend the camp from predators, to build shelters, and to raise our children. The children are not raised by their parents alone, they are raised by the entire clan. Everyone has a hand in teaching them the skills they will need to survive, passing down the accumulated wisdom of generations. This collective effort ensures that our knowledge, our culture, and our traditions are preserved. It is this incredible power of cooperation that allowed our ancestors to not just survive, but to thrive and spread across the globe. Our unity is our ultimate survival tool. As we look back at the harsh, unforgiving landscape of the Stone Age, it's easy to see only the struggle, the daily fight for food, the constant threat of predators, the bitter cold. But within that struggle lies an incredible story of resilience, innovation, and triumph. The skills honed in that ancient crucible are not lost to time. They are embedded in our very DNA, a silent legacy passed down from these remarkable ancestors. Every time we solve a problem, work as a team, or create a new tool, we are channeling the same spirit that allowed early humans to survive against all odds. The lessons they learned were profound. They mastered their environment not through brute force but through deep knowledge and observation. They developed complex social structures built on cooperation and sharing, understanding that the strength of the group was the key to individual survival. They ignited the first spark of technology, turning simple stones and bones into tools that would change the course of history. These were not primitive, grunting cavemen. They were intelligent, adaptable, and resourceful pioneers who laid the foundation for everything that was to come. They were the first great survivors. The journey from a small, vulnerable clan huddling around a fire to a species that dominates the planet was a long and arduous one. It was a journey made possible by the courage of the hunter, the wisdom of the forager, and the unity of the clan. They faced ice ages, supervolcanoes, and countless other challenges that would have driven lesser creatures to extinction. Yet, they endured. They adapted. They pushed forward, populating every corner of the globe, from the frozen Arctic to the sun-drenched tropics. Their tenacity is the reason we are here today. So the next time you feel the comfort of a warm home, eat a hot meal, or feel safe in your community, take a moment to remember them. Remember the ancestors who faced the long dark night so that we could one day walk in the sun. Their world may seem distant and alien, but their spirit of survival, their ingenuity, and their deep-seated need for connection are still very much a part of us. We carry their fire within us. It is their legacy, an echo from the Stone Age that reminds us of the incredible strength of the human will to survive and thrive. If this journey through our ancestors' world moved you, please like this video and subscribe for more incredible stories of human survival and triumph.